Hello Taurus, welcome to your July 2019 reading. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Spotify and iTunes, or what's left of iTunes. Apple Podcasts, I'm going to call it that from now on. Okay, let's get started. The Queen of the Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration. It's a beautiful card for you, Taurus, and I love it because you've worked so hard. You've worked so hard to get here, and now here it is. It is about success. It's about successful completion of an old cycle so that you can begin anew. There's a reason for celebration here, Taurus. We have also from the Mystical Shaman card, completion. It is about, of course, the ending so that you could have a new beginning, ending a cycle, because there's nothing more to gain from the old cycle. Here it's about honoring what has been and moving on. Finally moving on, Taurus. Beautiful. The energy around this whole reading is one in which you have spent quite a bit of time in the past, Taurus, I feel, holding on to what didn't serve you any longer. Now, it might have been rejection. It might have been a failure. But here it's about a very authentic place of self-expression. There's an energy around this of, in the past, being attracted to something that perhaps was superficial in nature. Could have been a person, a superficial relationship, a more immature kind of love. Could have been money. Could have been something there that was quite glamorous. Superficial dreams of society, of wealth, false power, things like that. But the card is a reminder that material world is fleeting and that kind of energy doesn't last. So here it's more about something that is going to be long lasting for you, Taurus. And you'll be rewarded for your perseverance, your willingness to learn on the way as well, and for all of your hard work. It's about being able to stand tall in the light of your truth here, in your heart of hearts, knowing the truth of your situation and being shown the next right action for you. But before that, I feel it's a time of celebration. Brilliant, joyful, enlightened energy around you here, and it's about being on the pathway of your highest good. So fabulous. Let's take a look. I love the energy around this, Taurus. I've already meditated on your energy, so let's cut these cards and we will be doing a horseshoe reading, Taurus. Let's get started. We'll start with the past. We'll take a look at the present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you that is currently affecting you, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about, or the overall energy. So right in the center of this reading, Taurus, let's take a look. The Tower. Yes, there's that completion. There's that faulty foundation breaking down. It's a time of great illumination, of enlightenment. I see this tower event as like that lightning bolt out of the sky hitting you and kind of knocking some sense into you here, Taurus, is how I'm seeing this in my mind. And the Queen of the Light speaks of that. It does speak of illumination. It does speak of enlightenment, of what needed to come crashing down here. And for some of you, it's about ego. Crashing down of ego-centered or egocentric behaviors, which is beautiful. Taurus, it's about you being able to move forward in life, not working from ego, more higher elevation, which is wonderful for you. But it's come about as a result of a lot of hard work. So for you, I feel like you need to take time to acknowledge that you've gotten there, that you have completed out this cycle, that you have achieved something here that is quite significant. Now, in the past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're going through a phase there may have lasted a number of years, Taurus, that's what I'm picking up, where you are reevaluating your life, your past choices, the seeds that you've planted along the way, what grew into fruit, what didn't grow, what rotted on the vine, what needed to be picked, the rotted fruit that needed to be thrown away. And I feel that you've recently completed that evaluation here, and you've decided what to keep, what's worth keeping, and what you should actually throw away. The discarded fruit, rotten fruit, bad fruit. Keeping the good fruits. Let's take a look and see where your current energy is. You've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, so it's slow. It's slow movement, but you know what? I do feel that the messages are getting through slowly from the universe to you. Spiritual downloads here giving you this illumination. Now in the near future, beautiful energy. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So Taurus, yes, it is about completing out any cycles here where you've been focused on regret, past failures, bad relationships, rejections, anything that created a time in your life where you felt a lot of sadness and you were focusing mainly on what was rather than what is still to come or what can be in your life currently. You know, living in the moment, being present fully in the moment, and understanding that it's time to honor what once was or what has been and move on here. Lots to achieve in the future for you, Taurus. Cleansing energy around this. Let's take a look and see what your advice or your best path to follow is. The Star, beautiful. A return to optimism. You know, having your faith returned in the universe. In joy, in celebration. Having things to look forward to, and I get it as healing energy. You know, for some of you, you've come through a difficult time where you have felt some physical ailments, mostly as a result of stress, I'm picking up, related to this past event here, where you have been holding on. Some of you, it may have been some depression, you know. I get an energy here of Taurus coming out of the dark and starting to recognize all of the good things that you have around you and that you still have to come in your life. You know, lots of opportunity for something better things coming here, Taurus, that you don't want to give up on. You don't want to waste time here focusing on the past and miss out on these opportunities for fun. Let's take a look and see what is around you that is currently affecting you. You have the Magician in reverse. I'm getting this, Taurus. I feel, let me see. I want to get one more card here. What is this Magician in reverse for Taurus? Okay, the Lovers in reverse. So yes, actually, I do feel it is someone else. I get that there has been someone in, it may have been this past relationship, or it may be a current energy around you, where there has been some disharmony between you and another. Someone playing games, playing tricks, yes, I see that. Perhaps exerting their will over you here, Taurus. Yes, I feel that. And I get that you're not having any part of it. You know, if this person is flinging arrows at you, trying to hurt you, trying to make you off balance, you're deflecting. I feel like you have your shields up around you, Taurus. You're deflecting these arrows, saying, no, take that energy elsewhere. I'm not going to respond in that way. And that's beautiful. You know, I feel like at one point in your life here, if there was someone around you that was acting out in this way, sending arrows to you that I'm picking it up as words here that hurt, you would respond. You would react. and respond in kind to them. But I don't feel that you're doing that anymore. I actually feel that you're putting the brakes on, you're taking a look at it and saying, well, no, that person is coming from a place of just wanting to hurt me. There's really nothing that I can gain from making the situation worse by engaging with this person. So I'm just going to put my shield up here and prevent this person's verbal attacks from reaching me. Let's have a look and see what your hopes and fears are here. You have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, there is a fear of failure around you, but I feel it's more going into the past now. There was a focus on it in the past, fearing failure, fearing rejection, fearing not being successful. But I do get this energy around you of completing that out. Now, of course, it's a fear, so it's something that is in the back of your mind and remains there. But I feel for you, it's more about accepting that that's part of you, accepting that there is that fear around any kind of failure, of future goals, but not letting it weigh heavily on your choices in the future, not letting it weigh you down in terms of choices that you make. You don't want that fear to restrict your options, your vision for the future, your goals, your planning. It's more about, at the moment, an ending so that you can have this brand new way of you, a new way of being. Now, the outcome here is the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look. What is this Three of Cups in reverse? What is this Three of Cups in reverse for Taurus? Okay, all right. All right, we have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. What I'm picking up here, and this won't be for everyone, this is just for some of you, Taurians, and especially if you're cross-watching for a Taurian. There has been a third-party involvement for some. Now, I feel that is over, it's ending. But that third party, this is who I'm picking up here with the Lovers in reverse, this separation, breakup of this third party. They're trying to get back at you in ways that, coming from a place of hurt. They're coming from that place of hurt feelings. Now, I do feel that this person has a lot of confused thoughts at the present time, and they can be quite destructive. I pick up some manipulation around this person. I'm sorry, Taurus, that's what I see here. And they're causing some conflict, some chaos in your life. But again, I feel that this doesn't have to affect you in a negative way. I really don't. So in the past, I see you reassessing your life, reassessing your life's choices. And for some, it's involvement with someone who was quite manipulative, a third party, a superficial relationship. Remember, the Queen of the Light here in the shadow side was talking about being attracted to superficial things, superficial love, immature love, and I feel that that's what this Lovers card represents in the reverse. Now, I do feel that you're no longer wanting to communicate with this person, you're wanting it to end and move on to something better for you here, Taurus, but you are fearing that you're not going to be able to be successful here because this other person is causing some problems. They should be taking some time to heal themselves, but they're not. I feel like they're slinging arrows here at you, Taurus, which is not good energy. So let's see. I want to see what we can do here for Taurus to help you. Let's get a Raven's Wand Oracle. What is the message here for Taurus? Completion. This other person doesn't seem to want to move on. They want to continue with this, but you're trying to finish out this cycle because you feel that there's nothing to gain from this anymore. You've reached that higher enlightenment. You want to be able to celebrate that, but there's something here that you first have to deal with. Conflict around someone who's not too happy with you moving on, Taurus. That's the thing, you're reaching this higher elevation. This other person isn't, so they don't understand why you're cutting off contact with them. So it could be a third party. For others, it's about a relationship that you feel is superficial and you want to move on to something deeper, something more long-lasting. For others of you, it is about something that doesn't provide you with fulfillment anymore, a life path, a particular choice that you've made in the past to get involved with someone or something that you're now trying to extricate yourself from so that you can move on to something better, a more higher vibrational kind of energy. So it's a period of growth for you, but for the other person, not so much. So Taurus, let's take a look. What is the message here for Taurus? What does Taurus need to hear? Sweet temptation. Okay, well, yes, I do feel that there has been this temptation around this person in the past, but you're now trying to get out of it. Now it's come up in the reverse. So those, these strawberries here, if you look at this card in the upright, it has these girls in this strawberry patch, if you will. So these strawberries look very tempting. So there is a temptation, but temptation is destructive when our desires hurt others or blind us to the pitfalls involved. If you're certain of your course of action and you alone are taking the risks, then you can be ready to take a bite of these strawberries. But if not, I feel like you don't want to indulge with this person. So Taurus, for you, it's about not getting your fingers all sticky with this person, shall we say, from the strawberries, the tempting strawberries. Whatever this was, this temptation here, someone around you manipulating you, possibly into a relationship, or just to be lovers with them. Whatever this is, or you doing it to them, vice versa, that's what needs to end here, because it's hurting. Now, it's hurting several people. If you're partnered, of course, it's hurting your partner. And this is a third party. If this is not a third party and it's a superficial relationship, then ultimately, if you don't see a future with this person and you're looking to get out of it, it's about not giving in to the temptation of a short-term fling, a short-term affair, whatever this is, and getting yourself out of it. It will also hurt you in the long run, because I feel that you're trying to achieve this higher elevation where your actions are more aligned with this illumination, with this time of enlightenment here, reaching that higher level of comprehension, of understanding, following your highest path here, Taurus. That's the thing. You want to follow this high path, but there's someone around you who is more lower energy. And I'm not having a go at that person. It's just that they need further time to reach the level that you're reaching, that you're completing out here. So now that energy is going from your life. You have this thing here that you need to get rid of so that you can completely go forward on the path that you've set for yourself, the path that you know is the correct course of action for you. But you're having to deal with this person who's not too happy. They're not too happy with you, Taurus, are moving on without them. They don't like it, and there's a fear of you not being able to move ahead because of this individual and their actions. So I would say the energy around this for you is to do whatever you can to remove yourself from this other situation and try to minimize any kind of destructive energy around this person by not giving them any kind of ammunition that they can fire back at you and try to hurt you with, or hurt your loved ones, hurt your partner if this is a third party. All of that, you need to kind of make sure this person is firing blanks, whatever that means to you, and that they're not firing live ammunition here, something that could cause a destructive event for you or for your partnership with another. So trying to minimize this person's effects on your life, I feel, is going to be the focus for July. It's a difficult one, and we'll see where this goes next month. But I do wish you all the very best with this. If you would like a personal reading, and it seems like it might be a good opportunity for you to work with you one-on-one here, to see if we can work this out, to get you past this manipulative person who could throw a spanner in the works here of your destined path, then you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I thank you very much for watching here on YouTube, and thank you for listening on the podcast as well. If you're listening on the podcast, don't forget to check out my channel on YouTube, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. There you'll find this reading where you can view the cards, and you can also check out the love readings as well. I have plenty of those on my channel. So wishing you the best here, Taurus, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.